So Casa Margarita is the name of the performers, the group, if you like, and La Casa del Amor, the House of Love, is the name of the show. So the show is basically a bunch of cameos of love stories, told, narrated, sung, and played on different instruments. I also take the role of Margarita in the show, who is we're not really sure whether she's the housekeeper or the landlady or what, rather mysterious character who lets out her home in Seville to a bunch of musicians.
Well, I play the narrator. The narrator's role is to basically provide the framework and the story and the context for the whole piece, which allows the music to sit within it in a way that has a lot more meaning than it would be on its own.
Why have you so treacherously stolen my beloved? It's not possible to feel such pain.
I'm not really communicating with anyone from within the show. I'm more communicating with the audience, so it differs every single time I do it because of that, and you have to get to know the audience every time like a new character.
Hi, my name is Gerard, and my role in Casa Margarita is playing the Spanish guitarist from Andalusia, Gerardo. What really attracted me to playing in Casa Margarita was really the quality of the music. Some of my favourite Spanish composers, and the context is very different than a normal show. So we have a story, and the music is interwoven into it, which makes for a fascinating new way to hear this music.
I'm Guido, a pianist from Figueres. I have a room in the basement of the Casa Margarita, and I compose there and improvise at the piano. Ooh, well, it's obviously teeming with history and a lot of music, and a lot of the repertoire is quite well known, but some's not at all well known. And the mingling of the two is rather fascinating.
I play Olivier, who's a violinist staying at Casa Margarita. He's staying on the 3rd floor with a very nice view over the courtyard. This is a new departure for me because I've never been on stage before, really, in a kind of a play environment, an acting environment. So I have to play my instrument, but also play the character of Olivier, which involves several scenarios on stage and various stories.
And Olivier and Margarita set off for the market.
Well, I love watching the others perform, and I love the interactions we have with the audience, because there's a lot of audience participation, not expected or invited, but they very quickly start joining in because it's so intimate and inclusive. And it's not really about classical music per se, it's about Spain.
It is quite improvisational. I mean, there's a script, but the way it's going to come out is very based on how you feel in the moment, how the audience are reacting, and how the other players are playing.
So it's a way, really, this Casa Margarita, this House of Love, is a way of inviting people in, not just to a house in Seville and a warm, beautiful night with stars and the moon and the nightingales of Andalusia, but also to invite them in to listen and be transported by this beautiful music.